Alright, today's project is going to be installing the MaxxFan Deluxe onto the top of the van. Here's some of the products that I ordered. We got the MaxxFan, which I bought online. This comes with the fan and the flange, the instructions, and the hardware kit. I also ordered this adapter from Impact Products for in my case, the rear of the van where I'm going to be installing it. And we got a caulking gun and some different sealants. This is the Dicor 501 LSW lap sealant, and also got the 3M marine adhesive sealant Fast-Cure 4200, byutal tape. Alright, here's some other tools I'm going to be using today. I've got a plastic bag that I'm going to tape to the inside of the van on the roof to catch any metal filings when I cut the roof with a jigsaw. Got a piece of plywood here so we can get up on top of the van, a towel to put under that so we don't scratch up the roof. Got some painter's tape for taping off the 14 by 14 cutout so when we run the jigsaw it doesn't scratch the top of the van. Got some aluminum here. This is 1 inch by 1/8 inch that I'm going to be using to go on top of the MaxxFan flange. That was recommended by others doing this install, so we're going to give that a look and maybe apply that. Then we got a metal file for filing off the cutout, because when you cut the top of the van, you have a rough cutout that you want to smooth off and paint. And then we got the drill pieces here, drill bits and a step bit, which is going to make cutting some of the starter holes for the jigsaw a little bit easier. Alright, so I've taped up a garbage bag here just to catch any of the metal filings that fall when we cut the hole in the roof of the van. And then, just as a backup, I got a tarp down here on the bottom of the van. Alright, on top of the van we've set up a nice piece of plywood here. I think this is 1/2 inch. It's on a towel so we don't scratch the top of the van. And I had to cut this to about 1.5 feet. 18 inches to get it to fit between the backup camera and where the adapter is going to be. So first thing we're going to do is get this taped up. First thing we're going to do is use this adapter to mark 14 by 14 hole that we're going to cut with a Sharpie. Okay, we're going to start with a 1/8 inch bit here. We're going to drill these, about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch in, because we're going to widen them with the step bit later. Alright, I got this 1/8 to 1/2 inch step bit I'm going to use to widen these holes. Need to widen them to about 5/16. we got this metal file. We're gonna get rid of some of the extra. Alright, so we're painting this with some Rust-Oleum enamel paint. I'm using black semi-gloss. And this will just protect this cut metal from rusting over time. So we're going to roughen this up, take the gloss off. Okay, we're going to clean this off with some alcohol. Get it clean so it makes a good seal. One more time. Okay. Alright, we're going to apply the sealant to the bottom side of the adapter. Alex's fine skills with the caulking gun. Alright, here we go. Putting the adapter with sealant onto the top. We're going to go around with a finger and just create a bead of sealant here. Alright, next we're going to cut some aluminum strips. These are 1 inch wide by 1/8 inch thick. We're going to cut those so that they can go on top of the flange. So we'll go along here and mark where to cut. The hacksaw can cut these pretty easily. Alright, after cutting these, I'm going to file them off just so we don't have sharp corners. Someone would cut themselves on. Alright, so to mark the holes on these to pre-cut. Hold it in place, flip it over, mark where the holes need to be. Okay, so we got the 4 aluminum strips done. Do a little cleanup. Alright, we're going to put the butyl tape on. So we've got the metal clips on the sides, and this is going to be the back of the fan. So that's where we're going to put the seam. Alright, we're going to put the fan flange onto the top of the adapter plate now. Go ahead and place this down on here. Clips to the side. Okay, so nice tight fit. There. That's on. Press it down all the way around. Make sure it's gone through the opening all the way. Alright, we're going to drill pilot holes using a 1/4 inch. I think it's a 1/4 inch. No, I'm sorry, it's a 1/8 inch. 1/8 drill bit. Alright, now we're going to put our aluminum strips back on. Make sure everything is clear. Alright, now we just get it back and rolling with our screws. Alright, there we go. there's the finished product. All the screws are in, through the aluminum, through the flange, through the adapter, and into the sheet metal. Alright, so when I started out I was worried I wasn't going to have enough, but the way this stuff kind of levels out, it spread out, and I think I used a lot here when I started, and then realized the best approach was to just run a bead all the way across the aluminum to cover all the screws, and then run a second bead just under that, and then that will just spread down and level out. Alright, so we had a pretty big rainstorm this past week, and there was some dripping inside the van from one of the screws, and I believe it's because we did not put the lap sealant all the way up to this edge here, and water can get in under this aluminum and then just kind of track and find its way to, you know, where the screws penetrate, and it just happened to find one. I think it's this one here, and water got in. So today we're gonna add additional lap sealant all the way up to the edge, all the way around the vent fan. All right, here's what I was talking about. This lap sealant doesn't go all the way up to the edge, so water can get in there and then just seep under these aluminum strips. So first thing we're going to do is clean this all off so that the new lap sealant can go over the old and make a good seal. So I have a cloth here with some isopropyl alcohol on it. It's going to go along here and clean this off really good. Alright, so we're all done. We got additional sealant all the way up to the edge of the fan. Have to be super careful not to get it over that edge into the part that seals when the fan is put back in. So definitely take your time and go slow. Alright, last step here. Installing the fan onto the receiving flange, screwing it in. So I've already got the fan in the raised position. Get the wires inside. Alright, line up the holes. Alright, fan's installed. We're ready to give it a test. For power, like at this point, I just hooked it up to a 12 volt car jumper pack that I have. And the fan runs really nice and quiet at this speed. Right now it's at 70%. It's at 80%. pretty loud there. 30%, you can't even hear it. You can't hear it over the lawnmowers. Alright, we're all done.